All right, guys. We're gonna be talking about the dollar yen, and now I think I'm gonna get a little bit more specific on how I place the trades, and I think it's somewhat of a confusion, and I may apologize for that. But remember, all these trades that I'm posting up, they have certain criterias and scenarios, and it all revolves around the dollar. The dollar has to tell us what it's going to do for the day or the overall bias. And and once again, a lot of my focus is on the dollar and on the strong weak analysis given for that day. So even if I'm posting up maybe like 5 trades, maybe out of those 5 trades we'll end up only taking like 1 or 2. Like last week, I think out of maybe 8 or 9 pairs that I posted, only the Euro New Zealand actually gave in at the right time. I'm sorry, no, we actually had 3 stop outs, the Euro New Zealand, but then the Euro New Zealand halfway, it started changing trends. And this is why I think I'm going to get a little bit more focused on the certain criterias, and when it's time to actually maybe get out of the trade if they start changing direction. So let's go ahead and start from the higher time frame. So the monthly. If once again, this is one of these dollar yen pairs that we kind of been looking, and this is pretty much this is gonna almost this is almost similar to what happened to the euro yen maybe 3 weeks ago. We were just it came to that major support, major support, major weekly support, and weekly monthly support and weekly support. I'm sorry, and then eventually it just popped out. Well, this is almost similar. It's coming in. It came into the monthly support, came out of the weekly support, and 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 the way if this dollar pops out, we might just get a good pop maybe to your next opposing weekly support. So let's kind of talk about what's happening here. Um, so let's go to, I'm sorry, let me bring it back to the weekly. So looking at the weekly, pretty much it's giving you that bullish confirmation that hey, you know what? Yeah, it is going to go up. We're already anchor breaking our way up there. So scenarios would probably be looking right around your 111 area, or a little bit maybe your 110.75 area as targets. So let's go ahead and bring it down to your daily. Your daily is pretty much telling you, hey, you know what? No, we're actually going to take this down, but we're in support right now. Okay, so every time you come into these levels, we're in support. We might just get actually a bounce here. So off this support area. So that's that. And let's go ahead and look at the 4 hour. And here is the trade that I can possibly work. But once again, it's scenarios. Okay, target. I'm looking at a 106.75 target. Let me draw lines. I'm looking for a 106.75 target, but my entry and is this entire zone. I think I actually have it down to the 70. Let me go ahead and bring it down. Yeah, 70. So that's my entire zone. But my target is this 106.75. And let me go ahead and label it. Now, here are the scenarios, okay? What happens if price comes down to target before even reaching my entry? Well, the entry is no longer valid. Profit potential has already been taken out. So for those reasons, as soon as we get those, maybe you might want to have like alerts. Maybe you might want to have these alerts. I don't know if you guys, what platform you guys use. This is FXCM, but these are alert levels, and maybe you might want to bring it up here. I'm not necessarily, because I'm always pretty much monitoring my charts, but if price reaches down target before it reaches my entry, then it's no longer valid. Okay. Now the other thing, what if it doesn't do that? What if actually what if it starts coming back up here? Okay. Well then, I don't know what maybe resources you guys use for strong week. For the people that are with me, you guys already know we have our own strong week analysis that we use. So if you're depending on the arrival for that day, we look at the dollar index. We look at the dollar index and say, hey, you know what? Where is the dollar? Did we already break the 103, the 350? No. Okay. Are we in demand? Are we in demand? And did we actually close below? Did we close below the Asian session? If we close the London session already closed below the Asian session, then most likely the trend has already established towards the downside, and maybe you might have a weak dollar for that given day. So if you have a weak dollar for that given day, and price is roaming around here, then yeah, okay, let's go ahead and take it. Okay, or what the other scenario is that what if throughout today it decides to come back up here, and we're just roaming and roaming, and all of a sudden London kicks in and it starts switching towards the downside, and you're roaming up here, take it. But what if that's not the case? What if we actually start roaming around here, and then it starts just shooting up, and by the time we're down here, and it starts, and I'm sorry, and by the time it's down in demand and we start doing the band, maybe London opens up here and then we start bending our way up, and we're in supply and it starts going up, then why even take it? Because if the London's already showing you that it's going to bend and it's going to go towards the upside, it makes no sense taking it while the dollar is going up. This is why it's really important for me to look at the dollar index while before I'm placing these trades. Okay, sometimes I end up sometimes if I have a lot of potentials, I end up placing them, but I'm always aware of what's happening. I'm always really aware of what's happening here. So as you see here, the dollar, we just got our new 4-hour candle right now. And what if we actually start roaming around here, and dollar starts creeping back up here? Well, we gotta wait until the London session kicks in. So this is why if you're if you're an overnight trader and you have no control, maybe because once again you have your day job, then that's clearly a disadvantage. That's clearly a disadvantage, uh, because there's just nothing. You just got to take them. You really have to take them, because sometimes I know the situations, because sometimes you might end up taking them and they don't work. But what if they do end up working? If it fits your plan, you got to take them. So that's pretty much the game plan for this dollar index. Once again, I'm sorry, dollar yen. If price reaches target, then hey, it's not going to work. The payout, by the way, the payout on this one, it's pretty good. It looks like more like a 3-to-1 trade. And so if it ends up working, it's a 3-to-1 trade. If it doesn't, then no problem. All right. It looks like this week is going to be more for day trades, though. Okay. So that's dollar yen, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.